Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse.
This week, as a follow-up to our battery drain, charge and camera tests, completing our comparison of the Google Pixel 7 and the Pixel 6, I bring you a comprehensive rapid-fire speed test, looking at the raw power from last year's Pixel 6's Tensor chip versus the brand new Gen 2 within the Pixel 7. So let's start things off with the basics, turning off our phones to find out which one boots up the fastest. Now on paper, there is a slight difference between the two, with the Pixel 7 CPU having a minor upgrade from last year's. Okay, a very minor upgrade from last year's. But the real step up comes from that GPU swap out, which should really allow the 7 to blaze past in gaming. Right, okay, it's not faster in booting to the lock screen, but maybe it's just getting warmed up. So let's bear with it and allow it to catch up. It is definitely quite a bit behind, but now that it's made it, let's try unlocking the phone and let's see which one completes the startup processes first. Right, so that's surprisingly 2 wins for the Pixel 6, with the 7 turtling behind. But I'm sure that can't be the case for the rest of the test, right? Well, let's find out. Oh, and for those of you wondering, the live wallpapers here are from my very own custom live wallpaper app, Epic Live Wallpapers, which is available on the Play Store. Alright, now that we have that shameless self-promotion out of the way, how about we check out some fingerprint unlocking? Now here, with the first unlock, you can already tell they're near enough exactly the same. Unsurprising, with both of them using the exact same optical sensors. But while we're here, I know what you guys are thinking. How about its reliability? How about we repeat the test 12 times and see the final outcome? And meanwhile, if you're enjoying the video, why not hit that like button? It's totally free and helps out the channel. And there you have it, 8 successful unlocks to the Pixel 7, with the 6 winning once more with 11. However, do take this with a grain of salt, because personally speaking, even though I have experienced some issues unlocking the screen with the Pixel 7, overall my experience has been a lot more reliable than with the Pixel 6. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's move on to our main event. Let's fly through these apps, starting with Google's native and then follow it up with some of our most used third-party apps. And for you super techie enthusiasts out there, we'll be finishing off the video with a couple different benchmarks. Alright, enough of my ramblings, let's get this test started. Fight. So let's start things off with the native apps. So first up, we have the phone app. And the first point, quite noticeably, goes to the Pixel 6. And next up, we have messages. And it's a draw. Now with the camera, I do have to give it to the Pixel 6, as that focusing circle appeared before the 7's. Now with Chrome, you can really see the difference, and it's quite obvious that the 7 got left behind. Now I do have to say both phones are on the exact same Wi-Fi network, so the network speed shouldn't be a variable at all. Now for our social media apps. Facebook, and the 7 wins by just a hairline. Now with TikTok, the 7's ahead, with the 6 struggling to load up a feed. Instagram, both logos load up at the same time, but the Pixel 6 brings up the content faster. Discord, the Pixel 6 just ahead. Now for a few other apps that we love to use, starting with emails, Draw. Next up, Google's very own YouTube, and for this one, the difference is quite drastic. With the Pixel 7 being so far behind, it might as well be a 3-year-old phone. Now for the #1 music streaming service, Spotify, the Pixel 7 wins. And now for something a bit more lightweight, the speed test app. And while we're here, we might as well do a quick check on our network. So yeah, results, it's near enough the same. Now let's move on to our 3 games. With a bigger upgrade to the GPU, this is exactly where the Tensor 2 should really take the lead. So first up we have Real Racing. And it's quite clear already with just the logos that the Pixel 6 is ahead again, which when looking at raw power just doesn't seem to make sense. So let's go a little bit further and load up a level to see if there truly is a difference in game. So whilst loading up the game initially was slower, once in, it does seem to be on par, with both screens' visuals matching up perfectly with each other. Now let's see if this is the same in our second game, Survivor.io. And you guessed it, no surprise, it's exactly the same. The initial loading with all the logos up until the main screen is quicker on the Pixel 6. However, once you're in, loading into the different levels and even the performance is exactly the same. So completing our round of apps, so far, the Pixel 6 has totally smashed the 7. But before we conclude, let's do a couple different benchmarks to find out the true raw power between the 2 different Tensor chips. And Antutu isn't working, so inconclusive. So let's try Geekbench instead, where on single core they're exactly the same, but for multi-core the Pixel 7 edges out ahead. And for those of you a fan of 3D Mark, let's do that as well. And using the Wildlife Extreme test, the Pixel 6 once again comes out on top. So is the Pixel 6 actually better than the 7? Personally, in my opinion, the Pixel 6 has been out for a whole year now and has received many updates for bug fixes and optimizing its performance, so I'm more than sure that Google will do exactly the same for the 7 as well. But as of now, the Pixel 6 somehow is still faster than the Pixel 7. However, having said that, make sure to check out this battery comparison between the 2. And I'm telling you right now, Google have worked some true black magic.
If you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to like and subscribe to help support the channel. And why not check out some of my Android customization videos. See you next time on Into the Parkerverse.